All right, I already recorded this, but we do have news coming out tomorrow. So Works Factor, you're going to see we have the presser with the Fed funds. We have GDP coming out, non-farm employment change, ADP. So a lot of news tomorrow. We're going to have some gaps more than likely. Indexes, everything went outside day. SPY, 3 on the day, like so. There's your 3, right? What is that? That's broad information. Draw it out. This is going to really matter later this week. I can tell you that for sure. If we get a Qs, that was a 3 today as well. That's going to matter too. So make sure you get these drawn out. If we stay outside of this broad information, things can fall apart. We come back through it, rip her back to the upside. Dow Jones is a little different, but here's your broad information as well. And then IBM right in there as well. So there they are. As far as what we see, we got some 2 up and reds in the tech for a PMG down. Tells you semis, shooter, PMG back down. And what this tells you to be looking at, some of the tech names we mentioned on the weekend vid. So go to Dell, maybe, right? A little bit stronger than the rest. Oracle, that could definitely PMG these guys. And so make sure that's on the list here. I think I just had a mosquito get me. If we go to NVIDIA, maybe pivot machine gun these guys, and then just right back to the highs is what we'd imagine. Then AMD, a little bit of a shooter. I do think this one could just go inside tomorrow, depending on how things go. They got earnings coming up, and AMD, they're not at all-time highs yet, so give us 230 AMD. That's what we're looking for. As far as where you might get kind of a breather around the 190 level, AMD may see some profit taking start there, and then set up more signals again to keep going. But you know they're buying it. Look at this. Look at this quarterly. They're buying it, right? It's going up. Look at this month. They're buying it. So, you know, we're not going to really want to jam that one short. It's just more profit taking that we may see. And that leaves us with Marvell as well, the big shooter in here. Maybe a PMG back down. So we'll see tomorrow how things shape out there with the tech. We also did see some rotation into staples today and some utilities. So if we go to staples, you'll see XLP had the daily level of reclaim here. We timed that intraday. The inside 15 signal right there, boom, and they go up into these highs and take their profit as they should. So if you go to Coca-Cola, you'll see the 2-2-day reclaim. If you look left, reclaiming all this stuff. We like to know about that because you're trying to go up there. If you go to Pep, Pep was a 3-day reversal. You may be like, Alex, why are we looking at this? There's a reason. When we go and take a look at something we've been working on recently, this is our algorithmic trading done with the strat. So today, you'll see anything that a 1 here. These are some new positions opened. Some of the P&L and entry prices are not going to be correct on here just because we did some updates recently. However, Google and Pepsi, Kraft Heinz were opened as long positions today, and PanW is open as a short. That being said, if we go and take a look, Pepsi, that's a reversal day. You'll notice, is it coming after? Yep. You'll see this big range bar here, new lows, triangle out, and then back in the direction of this pivot machine gun and full time from continuity. Google, Rev Strat day to the upside in the direction of full time from continuity. So those positions were open today by the algorithm. We'll continue to track that this week to see how that plays out. Give you guys a little sneak peek. You'll see some of the big winners in here. AMD was a long, it's up 16%. You'll see ON was long 7%. And I believe it closed out Marvell, which was also long. It did have. But we'll see on the short side of things, it does both sides. So if we go to NTES, you can actually see this was a short that it took in here on the 24th, and then still short, still short, still short, coming down in here. So when we look at that, it's not a bad gainer. And CTSH was another short that it took. So it's playing both sides of the market. You'll see CTSH, it was a short in here after higher highs, reclaim with the signal, and then 2, 1, 2, 2, still good. So it's playing both sides of the market. It's killing it, right? AMD, this is one of the leaders, and it killed it. It bought it right in here, still holding. So really cool stuff. If you want to get access to this, just keep following along. I will get it posted all over my Twitter and all over YouTube and Discord once we release it. But just want to give you guys a little sneak peek and show you what it's doing, and we'll continue to track it and see how it plays out. That being said, though, you know, this is telling us staples, Kraft Heinz, Pepsi. Where was the other one in there? Yeah, but Kraft Heinz and Pepsi, those are both staples. Might be missing something. So if we go and take a look at the list, you'll have Kraft Heinz, Pepsi, Coca-Cola, which is my favorite, then Monster and Slim Jim. Actually, not Slim Jim. I call it that all the time, though. Schmuckers. You'll see Schmuckers in here. So this is one we found intraday, but 3-2 day. Close to the 2-2 month, coming off the bottom of this baby in here. So we'll keep an eye on it. You got nice pivot machine gun on the week. If they do want to blow out the staples, this could speed things up a good bit for the SJM. So definitely a good lotto name. Same thing goes for Coke. You got the pivot machine gun up and left in here. A lot of range. Definitely could go to 70, 71 this week really quick. So we'll be watching those guys, see if that rotation into staples out of tech and semis continues, or if they go back and buy the semis and tech again, and we're still here. I'm still holding it. Got the AMD call lottos and the longer terms in there for some earnings next week. So we're still watching for that, but adios, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Looking to trade some news. Adios.